That's worse than cutting genitalia with razor blade.
What?
No, that was painful. How old is that's child abuse,
What's
man?
child abuse about that? The guy is talented.
Now, wow, things are happening in this life. Anyway, maybe I've written apple and things. That's what it looks like.
But that's serious. That's India juju.
Because, man...
That's why they banned them from football.
All that jazz.
They're coming out with lions and fire.
Just saying.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first guest, like earlier said. He goes by the name Fronesse.
This DJ.
Yeah, DJ BB, you are green.
Nice.
You are green. Fronesses.
Welcome.
What's up?
What's cracking, boo? You have nice muscles. I'm liking what I'm saying.
A gym.
You have a phone number? Or two?
I'll just give you my Twitter. I don't give out my phone numbers anyhow, you know.
Yeah,
I like your voice. I don't even know what you're saying, but I like your voice.
No, wait, chill. You're trying to jump away from the fact that he actually did not say.
Oh, you didn't want to give me a number?
So
no,
chill.
I will, but it depends. I will. It's just...
You think about it, yeah?
Yes, I
will.
Since the inception of the
I don't give it out anyhow, you know.
Since the inception of the night show, nobody has ever turned me down.
No, sometimes you'll be turned down. This is your first turn down for 2015. So the way you start your year is how
you when you turn down, you turn up.
Yeah,
turn on.
Somewhere.
No, it's too late.
Yeah.
Don't even.
What?
I actually really liked him. I thought.
Yeah, sorry. Now he does not like you.
Yeah, all right.
It happens though.
It's cool.
But you're still beautiful though.
Oh, whatever. Easy bit off and out. We'll hang out.
Forget it. Fronesse
is.
Boss, I hear.
Oh, you're not only hailing him. You won't talk to
No,
me.
I'm hailing you too.
Okay, I'm misgiving.
I said boss, you know, it's just two things. Boss. I didn't say bros.
Did you notice?
I remember, remove the R and put it.
She had to remind you. I'm misgiving you what you need.
I'm desperate, but it's okay. It is well. It's the night
show. If you insist.
It's okay. Fronesses, welcome.
Yes, ma'am. I hear.
You're a very funny guy. I actually like your stuff. This is not a line. I'm actually serious this time. Oh, jeez.
She likes your stuff.
Which of the stuff? The comedy stuff.
Only.
So, what have you selling stuff? Some stuff to her? I like
now that they are cutting things for us.
Man, did you hear that gist? The cutting guys up and down now, man.
You'll be at your back and any string. Oh, right. One here soon. Yeah, boy.
When some hairy ass.
I would just like to take to collect.
Take the asso.
Oh my God!
Some asso come with vein.
Give me the longer part. That part.
Oh no!
The black one.
Which kind of thing is this?
No, still fry with hot pepper.
Oh man, Precious man, you're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome, man. Now, comedy.
Yes, comedy.
His world.
Yeah, my world.
You know, you're
our world, you know.
Yeah, our world.
That's how we ball.
Welcome. We two are going to join.
It's been a tough world, though. Tell us
your
your story, man.
Yet you have time to go
Which
to
of the stories? You know, I got a story. P-square. There's a story for the gods, there's a super story.
I got a story.
The first one, please. Thank you.
I got a story. Story. Which branch of the story?
Wow. Give us story. Should we do Tales by Moonlight for you?
We don't have all night,
comedy. It's an interesting industry. You know, where you get to bring out that part of you that's still inside. You know, it's just bring out your creative mind.
Yeah.
You know, and then you get to diversify and then touch every other aspect of life. You know, comedy is a wonderful art. You know, some people don't see it as a craft. You know, some people just see it as let me just come and make fun of myself and just go. This guy can do it. I can do it as well. Just come there and then you know what we call pillar.
Yeah.
And then when transformer hit
I know that pillar. Yeah, I know it.
you know, sometimes you just feel it for the guys.
Yes.
Blood
on
everywhere.
behalf of them.
You know, internal bleeding.
Oh.
For those of you who don't know, actually.
Yeah,
okay.
we don't know.
You know, it's okay.
So let's explain. You know, that moment when you get on stage and you hit jokes and nobody laughs.
Try.
So we say, initially we used to say Kuboko flog you. So but now we say man pillar.
No, there's a for the Ajabos now.
Yeah,
There's a mechanical reaction.
Yeah.
It's painful.
It's blood.
But I think every comedian has probably gone through that moment, even the big ones. Because I heard Obolo saying before the show that sometimes it depends on your market, Abi.
Yeah, not market. Sometimes it depends on the crowd.
Depends on the crowd, and sometimes, you know, some people, some jokes are very intellectual. You know, like when you crack a particular joke, some people it takes them 5 years to understand it.
Yes.
You know, in biology, it's what we call motor neuron.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
You know, it sends message to the brain for interpretation.
Wow.
Some don't have motor neuron.
Yeah.
Some is bicycle.
For some, it's very slow.
Some is bicycle, some is Okada, some is
keke
tortoise. So, you know, some their neuron is in Ore.
What the heck?
Before it gets to Lagos, like 2 years later, you now be baffling. Oh boy, it's funny.
That's funny. 2 years back.
2 years later, and the guy has cracked.
I said, why are you laughing now? I said, I remember one joke last 2 years. That guy is funny. 2 years ago.
But you cracked it 2 years, you know, and some, you need to study. You study your crowd. You know that this particular guy, if I say this kind of joke, it's not as if it's not funny, but it's not for the right audience. And you just have to.
So sometimes, could you maybe have a function you think this is the crowd I'm gonna get, and then you get there and you say completely different crowd?
Yes, of course. Now,
and then you have to adjust.
Or maybe sometimes you know you're being called like, okay, I have a particular set of people, and then you are walking. Okay, wow, these guys will be intelligent. When you get there, you now see maybe their family members, and they're not really there. Now to balance the joke, so cut across the intelligent ones and not so intelligent. Okay, so this joke will just go, it will fly. Okay, fine. You know.
What a lot of people don't know is the fact that comedians are very, very intelligent.
Very intelligent.
Comedians
you have to be intelligent.
You have to be intelligent. You need to be very observant. You need to be able to read a crowd.
Yes.
To read a crowd is very important. Be quick like this. Because there's sometimes you go for an event, you get there, and the next thing is like, okay, you were expecting intellectual people. You get there and you meet a rough crowd. Intellectual stuff would not work there. On the flip side, there's sometimes you're expecting a rough crowd, like let's say for example students in the university, they are a rough crowd oftentimes because they just get on there, you get one day, what's it happen?
They're like
that all up in your business.
tough crowd.
That's my school. Yeah, I know. No.
But for instance, for you, how did comedy start? Were you first in the choir, then somehow comedy started, or you just launched into comedy?
You know, everybody now, when you ask a particular musician, when did you start singing? I started singing from 12 years old.
Well, some go from my mother's womb.
The running scale from your mother's womb. Fantastic. But it started for me, was in the drama team, normal drama.
Okay.
You know, and my stage name, I coined it. We used to have a drama team that I named. So the Furnaces was just an AKA.
Okay.
You know, for the drama team. Okay. So when I was started, I used to come and let me just anchor our drama night. I just anchor it. You know, that's how it started for me. You know, just anchor it small. You know, okay, so if you add, you know, 1 or 2 things, you know, it was getting. But I can never forget the day I cracked 8 jokes. Nobody laughed when I finished.
Hey.
My brother, it was 8 jokes.
Wow.
8. I will never forget. You
can remember the number.
Wow.
you know when something bad do you remember?
Oh Lord.
That's when they ask you what's your worst moment. You can flashback and remember.
Try.
You know, so
8.
it was. And then when I finished, you guys said, "Man, you were amazing." I said, So I wanted to, you know, when the feedback you're amazing is when they want to give you the pay. That's when you know you're amazing. My brother was a jollof rice, black nylon bag, brother. Souvenir. I've done well. God bless you.
You can take this home.
And you couldn't say anything because after all, you didn't make the people laugh. So you know if you complain.
You know, some that like last year, I went for a show and some people laughed, some people didn't laugh. The man said, you didn't really. I said, oh, guy, your people, there's family problem. People need to do meeting. I'm not a doctor. I've done my part. Some people laughed.
I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a native doctor. Somehow cannot solve that problem.
You know, just like most of these very big schools, when you go there, crack joke, you know, like.
They're like, duh.
If I slap you, crack joke in the boom. How much is just confused? You know, sometimes you just need to learn how to cut across.
Yeah.
But so far, for Furnaces, you've been doing stuff like do you have any, aside from stand-up comedy, because a lot of comedians are now venturing into different kinds of comedy. Yeah. Some do stuff on CDs, comedy. Say witchcraft comedy too. So some record stuff on CDs.
I like you guys really quick.
So what have you been doing?
Well, I recorded mine as well.
Okay.
I think it was in October. I did a launch in November, and I recorded my own jokes in the CD. I discovered that when you go to a particular page, you crack the jokes. They don't crack them.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Like, why not me?
Get on now, not me. See the receipts. Oh, God. Yeah. I wish you could just bring in CD. I see the manuscript. I don't write this joke.
I wrote this joke.
I wrote this joke before.
1996. Actually.
1996, no, ask Ali Baba. But then, we don't have stuff in check, so, but I recorded all my jokes in the CD.
And then you had a launch?
Yeah, I had a launch.
What's the title?
It's called Laugh It All.
Laugh It All?
Yes, Laugh It All.
Okay.
But do you ever get a block? Like, an author gets a writer's block. Do you ever get to a point where it's like, I have a comedy block. I can't think of any joke. Or do you all always have an endless supply of jokes? You comedians.
Phronesis.
No, I ain't there.
No, but actually, no. There are those moments when
like you just won't have any joke to crack.
No, that's the reason why you need to be like this.
No, of course, you have an archive where you get.
Yes.
Sometimes you just walk on the street and then this gist, I just pen it down or you put it in your, and then sometimes when you go home, it could just be it's like. It's English, person who won't speak English, kidding.
Sorry, I really apologize.
You'll be like, say,
Yeah, I get it.
But sometimes you just get it, it's just like a child, and then you nurture the joke, and then you train it. It becomes a good joke that you can, for the audience.
So you must, every time something comes to you, record it.
Yeah,
otherwise you forget.
Because I went for an audition sometime, and then one comedian came and said, he doesn't write jokes, so he just get on stage and does this thing. I say, well, my brother, it works for you.
Freestyle.
But for me,
some freestyle, some are quite spontaneous.
Yes, some are extremely spontaneous.
Yes, but the truth is, you also need to have an archive.
You need to have a joke.
Yes, because there's sometimes when you're prepared. I think I've
veteran of jokes.
When you're prepared. Like, okay, I have this list of jokes. For that event, I'll kill them. You get to that event, you go through the list of jokes you have. It doesn't suit the event you are at. So at that point, you need to be.
You need to switch. Go back to the archive.
And there are some events that you don't really need a very lengthy jokes. It's just like one line. That's why comedy has so many. As we just need to just do one line. They just do say one thing or they say something. That's why I need to be spontaneous as well. They say one thing, just say it, and then it goes. They're like, man, this guy bad. But it's a lie. It's just because you're spontaneous and quick. Exactly. That's how it works.
So, Phronesis, quickly, right before we wrap up with your interview, what's next for Phronesis this year, 2015? What's up?
Yeah, 2015.
What are we seeing? Are you having a show this year?
Yeah.
Are you getting married this year? Are you throwing out a child this year?
That was that one guy I was singing J1 song. We're making money this year. 2013 passed. The guy did not make money. He entered 14. We're making money. The guy did not make money. When he got to this year, I said, my brother, I know singing. I said, leave him. Let's sing the job and room. Let's know we are going to heaven. We have a heavenly mind. So but for this year around May, I'm working on doing a very unique comedy show. Okay. Where we don't have music, just comedy. It's 4 hours of intense madness.
Okay. Intense madness.
It sounds like the night show. I like that.
Intense madness. So just have a DJ, maybe like
easy
in
beats.
between. In between. Yeah. Sure. In between, just scratch.
Just scratch away.
Scratch is Richard.
Scratch his leg.
That's how we brought on DJ. My brother, your name is good. Easy beat. Someone DJ Tipsy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not joking. The guy's name is DJ Tipsy.
I heard he slept throughout the.
He did not sleep. I'm not started. The guy was on something, And the MC too was at the back. We had whiskey at the event. The MC now, and ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Whiskey. DJ scratched and played. From back, Whiskey said, hey, that's not my song. That's Davido's song. We are fighting. Some of these things just. But DJ now finally played. Jesus, I thank you. Whiskey from backstage. Yeah. So.
Phronesis, how can people reach you on social media?
Social media, I'm on Instagram at Phronesis809. Phronesis is spelled Phronesis.
Okay.
Phronesis809, same as in Twitter.
Okay.
Then on Facebook, it's Emeka Obido, my real name. Emeka Obido.
Okay.
Yeah.
From what part of the country?
I'm from Ogwashuku Delta.
Hey!
Ladies and gentlemen, he happens to be like my brother.
That's true. I remember. That's how we born.
Yeah, we are
That is
quite.
hometown.
You know, we're funny like that. You
Sometimes.
understand?
Scratch your leg.
We're funny like that. You scratch your leg. Francis, thank you very much for coming on the show. We really say a big thank you. I'm wishing you well for the year. All right, Bob, man, get married soon.
My brother.
You don't marry.
I'm advising like I'm married. All right, we're going on this quick break quickly. By the time we come back, our second guest is going to be seated right there. All right, so do not go nowhere. Easy beats, take us out.
Let me put your panties to the side. I'ma make you feel alright. Cause I'ma give you what you need, yeah. Mommy, you remind me of something, but I don't know